Hey everyone, this is Grace from Kapwing, and today I'm going to show you how you can make your own tier list using our free online tier list maker and customizable template. Tier lists are a fun, visually appealing way you can rank items in a certain category, from your most favorite to your least favorite. Our template includes all the things you need to make the tier list. You can search for images inside it. You can also erase the backgrounds of images to make them into PNGs and have transparent backgrounds. And you can also use GIFs in your tier list. To get started, just click the first link in the description below and I'll meet you there.
So to make your tier list and go to the customizable template, go to the first link in the description below and it'll take you to this page. All you have to do to start is click Make It. And this is a completely customizable template. So everything from obviously the actual tier, like the things you're ranking, you can delete any of these. These are just samples. But you can even change what the tiers are called. Like this is the classic ranking system where S is super and then A, B, C, D, E, F. But you could say like favorite and then resize this text box. And you can just change all the labels. You can change how many tiers there are. So if you only wanted 5 tiers, you could like delete these 2 at the bottom. And everything is undoable. So we have our undo button, which is helpful. So these are some sample images just to give you a sense of what you can do with this tier list. But to find images for your tier list, all you have to do is click the images tab here and search for whatever you're looking for, and these searches are sourced from Google. So for example, if I was trying to find green tea Kit Kat PNG, a lot of different things will come up, and you can just click one and it'll insert it right into the canvas. So this is kind of, I feel like this is a step up from other tier list makers I've seen where you have to upload all your images beforehand. Sometimes you like don't want to just like source all the images and then upload them and then make it. So it just like takes out that one step, makes it a lot smoother. Another way to do this that could be more efficient, especially if you're trying to film, I know people film themselves making their tier list. If you're trying to do something like that, I would suggest making a new scene. And then you can put all the different items you're ranking into this scene and copy and paste them into this into the tier list. So we have a blank tier list now, and then if you wanted to put all your items here, you can just search the images and let's find the regular Kit Kat PNG. So in terms of PNGs, the ones without any background are the PNGs. So even though this looks like that classic PNG background, it's not actually going to be a PNG. So this is a PNG. I'm gonna resize it. And yeah, you can just start putting all the items you're ranking onto this page. Another great tool in this editor is that we have a PNG maker or like a background eraser tool. So even if you did find like, let's see, green tea Kit Kat PNG, I search for that, and if I really want to use this package, but unfortunately it has a white background. If you're fine with that white background, then just use it, but I want to get rid of that white border, so it's just a PNG like these other ones. Let me make this black so it's easier to tell. After a few seconds, if you select the image and then click erase on this side, you should be able to go into the image eraser tool. So there's a magic wand and then a regular erase. So the regular erase is just freehand. You can erase it like that, but magic wand is much faster. It basically highlights and you can delete similar areas. So all of this white, it should be able to highlight easily. So you can see I just clicked and dragged a little bit and all of that white now is selected and I can just hit delete. You might see, if you zoom out a little bit, you might see that there's still some white lines on the borders. And it's really easy to just take your freehand eraser and erase that. And then just click done. And we have our green tea Kit Kats here. So once you want to start putting them onto the actual tier, you can just click them, Command X to cut, and then Command V to paste, and then just put them in the appropriate rank. So if this was my favorite, so S is like your top categories, your favorites. If this was my favorite, I'd put it there. And then maybe green tea Kit Kats. I'm gonna cut that again and paste it onto the tier. I'm gonna rank that as a B. Yeah, and you can just keep going until you've finished all your items and your tier list is all set up. Another thing that you might want to add is GIFs. So we actually handle GIFs in this editor. You can just search anything with the word GIF at the end. So let me just search candy GIF, just as an example. Anything that's moving is an actual GIF. All right, so I'm gonna use this gummy worm as an example and resize that. And then I can just cut it and paste it into my tier list. And you can do this with as many GIFs or images as you want. Fill out your tiers. Once you have completed your whole tier list, you're happy with it, you want to save the file. First, you can delete this extra scene and it goes back to being a static image of just your tier. If you did use GIFs in your image and you want to make sure that those GIFs are saved and will play after you finish and save the file, click Settings first and then click GIF so that the output file is a GIF. If you just use static images, don't worry about that. You don't have to do that extra step. The final step to save your file is just click Export Image. So my tier list file is finished loading and processing. This is what it looks like. Obviously, I just did this as an example, but yours probably would have a lot more items in the tiers. To save the file now, you can just click Download and the file will be saved to your local device. You can always go back in and edit or make a copy of it or share it on social media with these embed buttons. Another cool thing is you can copy this link and share it with people and it'll take them to this exact page where they can make their own copy and maybe make their own version of that tier list. So this basically acts as a template. For example, let me show you. If I copy this link and go in an incognito browser, this is what someone else's view would look like. They could download that same file or they could go in and edit. They can make their own version of this tier list and maybe like switch around some items and then publish it themselves and share it back. Once you make your own tier list from that template, your tier list can act as a template for others.
Thanks for watching this video. If it was helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more content creation tips and tricks. Let us know what other kinds of videos you'd like to see on our channel and we'll see you in the next one.